In this video, we're going to go over the different forms of symbiotic relationships. Symbiosis are relationships between species that are close and long-term. There are three types of symbiotic relationships: mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Mutualism is the form of symbiosis where both species in the relationship benefit. It is a positive interaction. One example of mutualism is seen between pollinators such as the honeybee and flowering plants. The honeybee gets food in the form of pollen and nectar from the flowers of flowering plants. The plant gets pollinated through the transfer of pollen from flower to flower as the bee moves from flower to flower. The next type of symbiosis is commensalism. Commensalism is the form of symbiosis where one species in the relationship benefits and the other is not affected by the interaction. It is a positive, neutral interaction. One example of commensalism is seen between cattle and the cattle egret. They live in close proximity to one another in pastures and fields. As the cow moves whilst grazing, they kick and stir up insects as they move, which the cattle egret eats. The cattle egret gains food in the relationship where the cow is unaffected by the interaction. The last type of symbiosis is parasitism. Parasitism is the form of symbiosis where one species in the relationship benefits and the other is harmed by the relationship. It is a positive-negative interaction. One example of parasitism is seen between female mosquitoes and humans. The female mosquito gets a blood meal from humans that it requires in order to produce eggs and reproduce. The human, on the other hand, gets nothing from the interaction but is instead harmed from it. They lose a small amount of blood, get an itchy welt from the bite site, and in some cases even contract a mosquito-borne disease such as malaria. Thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel, please subscribe and check out more of my videos.